Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Satisfactory. Just a second. As the game loads up. Okay, so a couple things. First off, Refined Power just got another update this morning. So let's see what that is. Second, I've done a few things since last time. It was nothing. It was just boring stuff that I clearly can't do off camera. Like, just literally build all this stuff up. You have a lot of plates. 2,500 of each of plates and rods. Okay, so what the heck did they do with Refined Power? Good, nothing. Doesn't look like it did anything. The only other thing I should have done that I now think about was build up some stuff for copper. Probably not been a bad idea. Speaking of which, that's probably not a bad idea either. I just thought of that. I just thought of this. Because I've got to do... Because copper is still something we have in the... Heck, we still got... to worry about other stuff. One thing I did realize while I was I did realize like last night after I had already shut down for the night. Something that I do need to actually consider. Something I learned, because thank you, Total Eclipse, who actually did a mod spotlight of the Refined Power mod. Thank you, which actually does help, as he actually I got to take a look at what the mod now has to offer. And believe it or not, it actually looks great. We may end up not even using stock power, we may not even use biomass. Biomass is about the only real thing that really is usable, thanks to is really of any real use in this thing now that we've got all this. And that's just basics. Biomass is the only thing that really has any use now that we've got the modded part. Now we got the parts. Just gotta wait for this guy to fill up, and this is gonna take a while. Because we're gonna need copper, and a fair amount. Also, additionally thanks on that part, we also now know that we can actually have a few more of those things, a few more turbines. You only need 3 spaces between the turbine and the individual turbines. I have got to find a way. I have got to get past you guys. Also, another thing that I realized, this is something unrelated to anything. As we know that there is over here in this stink area, there is actually a what's it called? There is in fact a over here in this area, which honestly this is probably a good idea to go and get this right now. We have a drop pod. right there in full view. Funny enough, something that I'm actually kind of hilariously surprised on, something that just dawned on me this morning, the last night after the stream. I think it can actually be a benefit. There's actually a benefit to us. That one requires encased industrial beams, and and I checked online. I mean, might as well. In this one case, considering it's right here. I do need to get we do have enough. I just realized I actually do have to have a beacon to place there. Which, crap. Just started the stream and I've already got to take a break. I'll be back shortly. So, let me check something. Hang on. What's required for the beacon? Okay, we got everything we need. I'm just gonna grab one stack each. This is why I've got this much in the way of stacks. Okay. Hopefully today we have... Oh, perfect. We'll just make 4. Always good to have extras. I don't think I'm going to be dealing with any enemies in there. I doubt it. Says he at the last. Either way, I can't hold. I gotta take a quick break. I'll be back shortly. Okay. Sorry about that. Uh, that just is embarrassing. Alright. So, we've got a thing to unlock right now. And funny enough, we're actually going to do it right now. I doubt I'm going to have anything to unlock right now, but hey. Basically, we just go in. Right.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
And we got some also beneficial stuff as well. Okay, I think that's all that was there. We can go back there after we get... Oh, I never did put this down. Okay. Collect teeth. Okay. This one can just be black as can be. Ah! Ha, 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 ha. Really? Okay. Let's get out of here. Alright. Alright. That's what we needed done. Hey, that was well worth it. First hard drive. Right there, and yes, it was a little on the difficult side to get. We got a few good goodies out of it. Let's get over here and check out our haul. At this point, that is more than enough to get some nice boosts. I'm gonna wait just a little bit to get to unlock stuff with that though. Let's see, we got, what was that? We got some motors, some heat sinks. Those are actually going to be something we're going to need at other locations. We don't need these to hold these anymore. We got the hard drive, of course. We got AI limiters. That's a nice thing to get early on. And some circuit boards. Those are some pretty high tier stuff. And we got right off the bat. I'm gonna wait just a bit until after we let's see. What was I? The part assembly, and I'm gonna wait till after we get part assembly. Although oh, well, no. Save. And I'm not gonna be I'm not being coy about it. We're gonna see what that is. I'm mostly gonna be talking over the next few minutes, so because I still got stuff to explain. So let's see what we get from this little bugger. If it's one specific thing, we're definitely keeping it. But yeah, up here, we'll definitely have to expand this. We are gonna need to move that power generation. Beam. Yep. Oh, funny. Okay. So I did this a little bit just to figure out, just to see a few things. But up here, we got a few other things to deal with. Now, obviously, that is going to be our grid, because we've already figured that part out. But between streams, I actually because I let the thing go for so long. Yep, that's full up. But yeah, this is as far apart as they need to be. So we can actually get a bit more power out of this area than I was expecting to. Which brings me to the downside of what we actually have to deal with now. This is an issue that I honestly kind of foresaw coming. Yeah, there's 5 of them. We are making 50 megawatts. 50. These are not high enough to produce any real significant amount of power. We need them at a higher level. Fortunately, everything else in this area is just not that high. The only place that we can really expect to get any real high levels is way up there, and I know there's nasties up there. So we aren't going to be doing that. We're just going to have to deal with a low power budget for the time being. Just build it up as we can go. Ah, you spawned. Nice thing, these things spawn real quick. These do spawn real quick, so we do have a fair amount of healing abilities. Oh boy. That was certainly better than when we had to deal with the, yeah. So, we're gonna need to sink soon. Because at this point, the sink is gonna be just too needed at the moment. So, how far along is that? Because that's kind of setting up. Because there is some items that are just straight up better than. I wish you could use alternate recipes here. 6 minutes. That alternate recipe can net me something really good. I'll be happy about it. I'm terrible, aren't I? I'm just terrible. Okay. I do not feel comfortable going that way, considering we know we've got some nasties up there too. I really need the stick over this guy. Xenozapper's only gonna help me so much. I need the basher. Right, and I gotta tame you. Hopefully nothing directly nearby respawns in this area, because yeah, I hope I set this up so that I don't need to worry about that too much. That is a problem that we need to deal with, and soon. That's only going to hinder us in the long run. Luckily, I do know that we can sync that all that yeah. That's gonna be fun. Right. I'm just gonna give this a few more minutes. Oh boy. Nice. I hope I get to keep that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I am gonna pull that save scum if it's not something I know I can use. Hopefully it's a very specific, certain recipe I know I can actually use. And we are gonna need the yeah. Alright, while we're waiting, let's see, where are our limestone nodes in comparison to where we are? We know we got those two here. Nothing. Alright. I think that will be our next thing. Okay, 30 seconds. Yeah, I will say this: once you start researching a hard drive and you don't have and you save, it will default to whatever it is. Yes. Okay. Here's the one I would like, because that right there skips a whole lot of other extra stuff we need to make. Just having that is going to seriously upgrade our setup. And that calls for a save. I do not want to lose that for any reason. Because that recipe just literally knocks out one whole step in our processes to make bolts, to make screws. You now make screws directly from ingots. That is a major, major boom. Alright, so the next thing we should consider is getting up excuse me. Possibly getting the copper going. Well, the other thing is we should also consider getting the we need to get steel moving and grooving. But with the fact that we've also got access to... So copper and steel are the next two things we have to get up and running. But we need to be able to clear stuff. That is going to be an important thing. Let's take a quick break from all that. Let's get over here. Where's chainsaw? Chainsaw's in tier 2, isn't it? Really? Where's the chainsaw? Obstacle clearing. Simple enough, we actually have most of everything we need here. I gotta go and get some more of that anyways. But clearing obstacles right away, that's actually a good thing to get. Now, normally I would. Now, I did originally say I was not going to rid of stuff. Go out of order or something. But this is an exception because obstacle clearing is going to be just too important. Okay. I know you need 100 wire as it is. Prioritize the early stuff in the correct orders, and you shall. Wait, we need obstacle clearing.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Always good to have more chainsaw wires and screws. One screw is not going to do me nicely, so I'm going to boom 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 boom. I could be a little pedantic, can't I? Okay. And actually, I will say this: building through straight from the rods is actually a lot more efficient. Because you get a bit more out of it. And there we go. Very nice. Though sadly we gotta collect a few things first. Before we can actually start. And it'll allow me to get rid of that sound too while we're at it. I need to make biomass, wood. Okay, that's just the thing coming back. That's the sonic boom of it returning to the planet. This with me. Right. There we go. We got
The
mycelia.
mycelia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. A new research tree can now be accessed in MAM.
And of course the malapel berries. Getting a lot more of that in a moment anyways. But yeah, these things are gonna be in my way.
Pigment could be harvested from these flower petals and turned into dye. A new research tree can now be accessed in MAM.
One more thing to quickly do before we do that. I mean, I don't need a whole lot of stuff here. Thankfully. Because that sound was just getting annoying. Because I knew I was going to need to clear that out. Alright. So that's that. Okay. So. I want to check something in logistics. I do have splitters and mergers. That will help drastically, because now I don't have to worry about where everything that's producing. But what I do have to worry about is the grid. So. We don't need that. Oh, crap. That's the only thing about this area that we do have over there. I gotta get rid of those things, but I don't have the sulfur I need. Not to mention, I still need something steering for that stuff as well. Oh boy. This is another layer up. We don't have the ability to actually physically get up there quite yet. Or not. because definitely something that I want. I know we have no use for it at the moment. Because I need to get rid of, I need to offload a bunch of this stuff that's on me. We need to unlock the doggo pen because I definitely am going to want to keep that doggo properly contained. I'm not going to want to give up a doggo. The issue right now is we don't have any pale berries.